Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Houston Rockets. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Amin Thompson.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
So the Houston starting 5. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And it's Shepherd in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. Washington out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Irving in at the 1. So the Rockets win the tip. Outside Durant. Pass to Shepherd. Fires the 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Here's Flagg, guarded by Durant. Here's Flagg. Outside Davis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
This is where Davis causes so many problems. His combination of length and size forces defense to compromise themselves inside.
And he sinks the second. Oh, got a piece of it. An open look for Irving. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Irving showing you his versatility. You can play him on or off the ball.
Durant with it, checked by Washington. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Flagg, guarded by Durant. Here's Flagg, looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 is up. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Durant. To the inside, Şengün. And he makes it on the layup.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Flagg, guarded by Durant, and the shot goes.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Thompson, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Houston working the ball around. Here's Shepherd, he's guarded by Irving. Here's Flagg. Last game for him, he picked up 13.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
On the wing, Durant. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Mavericks with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Well, that's a classic example of a tough road loss. If they had been at home with their crowd's energy behind them, things may have turned out differently.
Here's Shepherd, coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Pass to Flagg. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Nice D from Durant.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Oh, Amin Thompson, incredible verticality.
And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Houston. Outside Irving. There's a minute 12 left in the opening quarter. Dallas needs to get off a shot. He shoots. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, I love the work ethic there by AD. He just committed to out-hustling everybody.
Now Durant. No made baskets yet. And they pick up 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Flag. Out to the wing. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Yeah, once Flag gets the ball in there, it's pretty much a done deal.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Durant, the pass to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Durant. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Washington a screen. Here's Flag on the take. And the bucket is good. Flag's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, when you get a second chance opportunity here or there, it starts to add up.
Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Washington. And it's Flag in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Irving against Van Vliet. Pass to Holiday. From deep. Washington grabs the miss. And so it's Dallas with it. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Fred Van Vliet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them, but adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Back to you guys.
They love his disposition. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, Tim, offensive efficiency has soared in recent seasons. So what has that done to the defensive landscape?
Well, offenses now are always hunting for the weakest link. So individually, even if you can guard your own position, you may end up in a difficult switch where you are at a disadvantage.
Marshall with it. Van Vliet covering. Marshall left side. Outside Russell. Pass to Christie. Back to Russell. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Marshall inside. Guarded by Van Vliet. Marshall can't hit.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Eason, pass to Van Vliet. Penny Smith, a screen. The floater, and the basket by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Yeah, what a touch on the shot from Van Vliet, just easing it into the hoop.
Gafford with a screen on Eason. On the wing, Christie launches it, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. Şengün, a screen on Russell. Lets it go from the wing, and the basket by Van Vliet. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. It took him a while to get going.
Pass to Christie. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Christie's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Finney-Smith. Amen Thompson's checked in for Eason, and it's Shepard in for Van Vliet. Here's Şengün, and there's a 3-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred Van Vliet.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern, but it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Marshall with the bucket.
This game has been like a seesaw, both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Shepard, yet to see a basket. And stolen by Williams. Oh, there's the alley. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Williams' shot is good.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Thompson passes to Şengün. On the wing, Thompson. Fires from deep. Şengün, no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Adams checked in for Houston. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. Number 1, Houston.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. And so it's Dallas with it. Has the flag.
Substitution on the court.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
And we talk about generational talents. Cooper Flag's certainly on that list. He has a very high floor with a Hall of Fame ceiling.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Pass to Durant. Adams a screen. An open look for Durant. Another one falls for Houston.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Here's Flag. Gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, let's run it up and get ready for your Occupy Arena Entertainment.
Greetings all, halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
Their bench has been strong, guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year, those darn Supersonics.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Mavericks leading. So the Rockets 5 now. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the point.
A masterful job capitalizing from the mid-range. When the defense gives flag this area, he happily exploits it.
Here's Thompson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Thompson's got 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And the Rockets shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Washington.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
And it's flag missing.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Smith finds Şengün. Count it. Good. Şengün's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And look at Şengün fighting for his shot. More than will to battle inside.
Again, the miss by Dallas.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Here's Durant, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Here's Irving. A rebound by Shepherd. Houston leading by 3. Ooh, it's stolen away. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Davis misses.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And that's what makes AD special, protecting that rim.
Outside Irving. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Davis is screened. Irving, the pass to Davis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Rockets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Smith outside. Back to Durant. Shoots over Thompson. Durant's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Well, look, Klay Thompson has one of the purest jump shots I've ever seen. It's really so simple and so quick.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet comes in for Shepherd. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
They're rushing things offensively, and their impatience has led to carelessness.
1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Thompson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Gafford with a screen on Thompson. Williams passes to Russell. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Marshall for the lead. It's hauled in by Houston. Now VanVleet. Outside Easton. Inside. Here's Şengün. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist. And now a 4-point Rocket lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Russell, the pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
That's a perfect pass by Russell. He really understands where to get his man the ball.
VanVleet outside. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. From outside, off the mark.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Marshall. Boom! He jammed it straight down.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Durant, pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. Can't hit that time. And he can't get that one. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
It's not going to be easy. Come on. It's not going to be easy. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
Jason Kidd getting everyone focused and amped up to take these next few minutes.
And an emphasis on forcing stops, too. Something Coach did very well back when he was playing. Let's see if they can live up to his expectations.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Max Christie is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Williams, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Irving against Van Vliet. Washington, a screen on Van Vliet. Irving attacking. Soft touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Impressive work inside that time from Irving. He is one of the most talented scorers in this league.
Irving against Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Here's Flag. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Finney-Smith. Thompson, he's checked in for Eason. And it's Shepard in for Van Vliet. Here's Thompson.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. For 3, Durant. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Flag. Davis with a screen on Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Now Irving. Davis with a screen on Thompson. It's good from beyond the arc.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And they've got a lot of momentum right now, trying to close this thing out.
Here's Şengün from 20 feet out. Oh, it misses. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Durant. Another shot. Davis pulls it down.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Pass it in.
And just carving up the defense on the drive. Great to see Flag taking initiative on offense like this.
Durant. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Smith. Rockets trail by 9. Durant with it. Irving picks him up. Durant earning those 2 points.
Slick dribble move by KD, allowing him to convert.
Thompson outside. Now Irving. The floater. Can't get it to go. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now Smith. Right side Durant. Sent away.
You know, it almost looked like Flag baited him into taking that so he could swat it away. Oh, man. Exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. And so Durant will bring it up for Houston. They trail by 9. 11 feet out. Up again. Just in time with the putback.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little, too.
Davis probing. The release. Nope. And Houston has possession. Here's Smith.
And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Jabari Smith.
Smith hits them both. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kevin Durant. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And Dallas with possession. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Now Washington. And so they foul intentionally.
Jabari Smith. First personal foul. Second team.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Give it up one more time for your detailed crew. Get back!
Outside Şengün. Jams it home!
He had a huge height advantage there and did not mess around.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, it's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Timeout called. Houston. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Oh, what a clutch performer. It's clear that Durant loves the spotlight and embraces that chance to take those huge shots.
Rockets foul. Shepard.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Jabari Smith. The 3 is off. And an intentional foul right there.
Thompson. First personal foul. 15 foul.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. Oh, he cannot hit. And so it's Dallas winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kyrie, what does it mean for this team getting the production off the bench that we saw tonight?
It's big time. You know, when you're a basketball player and you're able to make the right plays and play at a high intensity level and really come out and make an impact on the game, no matter if you're starting or coming off the bench, we've seen special guys do that. I'm glad we came out and handled business. Good win.
This team is so unselfish. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now, time for our player of the game, Cooper Flagg.